the night sky, under the night sky, under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up.
Under the night sky, my city remains awake. People out of control, straight lies, they gotta go. Cowards and shit, changes too. I'm on the lookout, backed out, ready to shoot. Cock the 9, I got a bunch of Koreans that don't back by the back. I got a troop to military ready to fight. Under the night sky, fuck the stars and stripes. We was born in Soweto, made it past 5, no apologies. Raise 'em up, blood on the streets, I gotta eat. I'm 16, trying to make it, now I'm saying no stress. Dear mama, I'll be gone to November. Need some snapshots, don't cry, we're bound to make it. Under pressure, understand, get off me, stand under the moon full of goons. Get off me, man.
under the night sky,
Raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up.
Under the night sky, under with all of a day. I'm up early in the morning, nothing standing my way. Upon the pain of death, we still riding as one. Upon the rush of our delivery, hands into destiny. Hear me constantly, honestly, instantly damaging anything I had on my year. I came out of the block, made my money on the spot. Had the police, the army, and the judge on my post. Now it's nonce down the road. I think, fuck, it's November. Gotta ride, gotta roll. Oh God, do you remember all the days on the weed lab taking us there? And for years, dope so down, keeping us fit. So what's the fame? I got a plan for my clan and my mom. Do you understand, son? I see you in the kitchen, something still tripping, and my girl still skin under the night sky. Baby, what happened to me?
under the night sky,
Raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up.
Under the night sky, all my ones and my twos under the low. Understand, gotta bring it to you raw. I buried too many niggas in blood on the streets. Trips to the cemetery, he was only 14. He was my mentor, my brother, the hip hop straight. Do I stand, do I pray? Get at me, dude. Now my little sister gone, cause this house ain't no home. Grandmama took to drinking, God bless her soul. If you in it, then I'm in it. Light it up for your city.
under the night sky,
Raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up, raise 'em up,
under the night sky,
raise 'em up,